How's it going, guys? Alex here. Welcome back to another SSR analysis video, and today we are going to be taking a look at the World Tournament reward for the most recent World Tournament over on JP, and that is the Agility Super Saiyan Gohan. Youth, obviously, before it was Teen, but they changed it to Youth several months ago, and it makes sense because obviously at the time he wasn't a teen. So yes, and if you're wondering why this is coming out a bit later than normal, I was just basically chilling earlier on and just taking a bit of a break from this, but don't worry, there will be at least 2 videos coming today, and of course this may not even be late for you. If you're in the UK, it may be late, but I would imagine that in America it's still relatively early. So let's go ahead and jump into it with his leader skill. Unfortunately, he doesn't give any key, but he instead gives a 40% stat boost, and that isn't good. Obviously, he doesn't give any key, which is unfortunate, and there isn't enough about this unit to make up for that lack of key. I mean, you can make an argument for his passive skill, but again, that only applies for super types. So unless you're making a AGL team that just completely relies on super units, then it's not going to really work. It's an okay replacement. You almost have that 70% that Vegito gives, but obviously not the key. So it's an okay leader skill, but it's not the best. He causes supreme damage and has a rare chance to stun, so again that's around 20 to 25%. I'm pretty sure we checked last time and it was around 25%, which is okay, but realistically, if you are going to be running a unit like Super Vegito, you don't want to be stunning. And the same applies to other units like Ultimate Gohan. So his 12 key multiplier is 130%, and we've said this numerous times, 130% is the bare minimum. It really isn't that great, but it doesn't matter too much because he is supposed to be a support unit. So if we move on to his passive skill, he gives a 25% attack boost to all super types. I almost said all units there. I'm just so used to saying all units because basically every single support unit gives it to all units, obviously, but Gohan here is a special one, and he gives a 25% attack boost to super types as well as 2 key. So you don't really need that additional 2 key on a mono AGL team, especially if you don't have any villains. But it's a nice passive skill regardless. That 25% attack boost does definitely make a big difference. He is basically a step up from the starter Goku that you can get obviously when you start, or if you buy him from the barbershop. Of course, don't get me wrong, starter Goku is still a super good unit, but Gohan is definitely a step up from that. And he isn't going to be giving a boost to your villains, of course, but that additional 5% definitely does make a difference, especially on specific units like obviously Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta and Super Vegito. But if we go ahead and have a look at his links, he has Super Saiyan, Golden Warrior, Saiyan Warrior Race, Prepare for Battle, and Gaze of Respect. So obviously he doesn't have Fierce Battle because he isn't Dokkened as of yet, but if he ever does get a rebirth, it would just be the rebirth link. So, but he links pretty damn well on his respective team. Of course, he has the typical Saiyan link, so he isn't really missing anything. The only thing that could have potentially made his card better, as it is already, is maybe the Kamehameha link for that additional attack boost, and obviously that would give a boost to units like Goku that use the Kamehameha. So this is an example of a team that would work. Again, I said this before, but he doesn't give a boost to villains, so Rose is missing out on that 25%, whereas the Goku does give it to all types. But I do feel like that additional 5% does go a long way, especially if you have units like, again, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, SS Blue Kaioken, Super Vegito, and even SS Blue Vegeta that just hit ridiculously hard. Again, this team links super well. You have Kaioken Goku with one of the most versatile link sets in the game. You have Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta with Prepare for Battle and Shocking Speed. You have Prepare for Battle with SS Blue Vegeta. Again, Super Vegito with Prepared for Battle and Shocking Speed. And then you have Rose with Prepared for Battle. And then of course you have Gohan with Prepared for Battle. So every single unit here does have Prepared for Battle. Gohan basically guarantees that you're going to be launching a super attack every single turn. And to be fair, the good thing about this is Rose does require more ki than your other units. So if you already have a super attack with one of your units, you can just prioritize the other key for Rose, pardon me, because a majority of the time he does need at least 5 key. Well, that's been my experience so far. Obviously, if I have a unit like starts with Goku on the same turn as Rose, then it obviously isn't as much. But for the most part, you do need a lot more key. I'll say a lot more key, but you do need more key than you normally would for the other units here. But overall, Gohan fits incredibly well on this team. He does this thing, you know, he provides a decent attack boost, he provides key, he definitely does do a job. But if we go ahead and obviously implement this into a hero team, he just fits perfectly because obviously a hero team is a hero team. You aren't going to be having any villains. And I just completely lost Gohan here, so am I just being dumb? Okay, let's go ahead and just grab the other units. And I saw him there last minute, but I didn't have time to grab him obviously because I was changing. So let's go ahead and grab SS4 Vegeta. Let's grab Trunks as well. Let's grab Vegito Blue, Super Vegito, and I know a lot of people don't like Vegito Blue because of his unpredictability, but I think it's a great unit regardless of his unpredictability. And then I saw the Gohan. Right, I'll find him in 5 seconds. There we go, not even 5 seconds. And then of course we grab Super Saiyan 4 Goku. So this team again just links really well. Every single unit here has prepared for battle, and the majority of the units here have shocking speed as well. The only units that don't have shocking speed are obviously Gohan and Trunks, but again, Trunks is self-sufficient, and then you have Gohan who gives ki anyway, and he also gives an attack boost. Gohan is basically Vegito in a way. He doesn't have fierce battle obviously, and he doesn't have as many good top tier key links. Obviously Vegito would have prepared for battle and fuse fighter, which is a big link in this team. Obviously Vegito Blue and Super Vegito have it, and if you run specific other units like Gogeta or Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, you would have that additional fuse fighter link, and of course Vegito regular. But again, he does fit super well in this team. That 25% attack boost is definitely noticeable. Obviously more noticeable if you are using Vegito because he gives a 30% boost instead of a 25% boost. But if you want a support unit in your team, Gohan is definitely a good second option. There are definitely multiple support units for heroes, but Gohan is definitely one of the better ones. I do love him. He's definitely one of the better. I don't have him, which is unfortunate because I'd like to have him, but he is definitely one of the better World Tournament rewards. If you haven't seen it, if you haven't seen it already, I actually did an SSR analysis video on the World Tournament units, but that was before they all Dokkan. So, but overall, Gohan is definitely a very good unit, definitely one of the better World Tournament rewards, and hopefully he does get a rebirth in the future. I would be interested to see how much better they would make him. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, do not forget to leave a like and subscribe for more content. I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you all in the next one.